NHL 26. It is here. Haven't loaded it up yet. I'm going to load it up for the very first time with you guys. Maybe it'll be a huge mistake, and it's going to take an hour to boot up. Either way, first jersey of the year, the GOAT, Wayne Gretzky. Again, these are all autographed. I can show you them if you want. You know what? What the hell? There it is. The GOAT himself, Wayne Gretzky. It's the first day. We'll bring out the best one. You can see the other empty hanger. We'll spin the wheel, see what team we get, and then hopefully I'll have a jersey for that team. Obviously, there's some teams I don't. Utah, definitely don't have one. But we'll spin. If we get one, we'll put it up there. If not, then maybe I'll have one that we can stick up there as a decent placeholder. Either way, let's hop over to the game, boot it up, see what this game looks like. Again, you're going to see my first look same time as I do. Let's hop over. Hey, here it is. Resume. I did click it to make sure it was working, but again, it's the opening screen. Here it is. NHL 26, A to start. Let's go. Yeah, I accept them. So again,
welcome to
haven't
EA
been
Sports
in there.
NHL. For accessibility, I am new. I have not.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the
controls,
game.
Total control. Skill stick.
I'm going to use skill stick still. I'm going to just keep it on semi-pro. Again, a lot of this stuff doesn't matter too much to me, especially for this. Don't know if this matters necessarily. I guess
New
also
NHL
my gameplay audio
is Ice Q 2.0 powered by
let's turn it down a touch here. Ice IQ, tendencies, goalie crease control, all the new things, X factors. If you want to look at these things, read them. If you haven't bought the game yet, you don't have early access, just pause and read them. But again, I'm not going to go through them all. New Be a Pro, I might try something. Hot Seasons, I'm pretty excited for that. I'm going to do another video after this one where I do that. The Hot Cup Chase, Heroes and Icons. I'll get those packs in the new pre-order one. And our team, Florida, they won the cup, but again, most days I'm not proud of it, but I'll never hide it. There's my team right there. Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's go. Except, I mean, again, there's just a lot of pop-ups to get through here to start. And there we do. We have the captain. There's a gameplay update available, of course there is. Other than that, Is this a joke? Am I a joke to you? Mitch Marner popping up. See him there in the background looking around, probably looking for the bright lights of Vegas where he wants to go, and also crumble under. Yeah, I'm not super happy about that. I mean, everything looks to be exactly the same as last year, which is kind of jarring. I thought there'd be at least a little change, but there's not. Let's hop into franchise. Authentic rule set. First GM, let's just call it NHL. That'll be our first one for the year. Okay, let's hop over to the wheel. We'll get our first team spin of the year, and then, like I said, hopefully we'll get another jersey put up there. Oh, we will regardless, but hopefully we get one to match the team that we're going to be. Let's hop on over. All right, here we are, guys. We're at our wheel. We'll give it a spin, see what team we get. First one of the year. I'm going to guess we're going to get, you know what, Florida, just to rub it in. No, we will not. Oh, my God, yes, we will. There's no possible way I just called that. So, yeah, guys, we are going to be the Florida Panthers. I am going to hide them for now because, again, we're not going to be using the same teams over and over. Let me get back over to gameplay, and then we'll get our team selected here. But I'll get over to Florida, and then I'll go see if I do have a Florida jersey. I don't think I do. I think that's one of the few teams that I don't have one. Either way, I will be right back. I mean, if you see me, I'm going to walk that way. If you see me walking back with a jersey that's red and, you know, whatever the Florida colors are, red and gold and blue, then bonus. If not, it is what it is. I'll get one. That'll make at least a little sense for today. Yeah, give me a second. All right. Like I thought, no Florida Panthers jersey. But don't get too excited. we've got a Kachuk. Just the wrong one. Kachuk All-Star jersey. I'll go hang it up. All right, there it is. 2020 All-Star Kachuk jersey from St. Louis All-Star Game. I mean, it's better than nothing. He's the cover boy for the deluxe edition, along with his brother and his dad. So, yeah, we'll take it for this time. Either way, Florida Panthers, let's get the settings set up, and then let's have a look at the overalls for the team. So, here, San Jose 81. It looks like the overalls for teams are down drastically this year. I mean, like, Vegas is the highest at 86, tied with Vancouver. It's kind of shocking. Central is stacked. Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, and Winnipeg, all 87. Leafs 88, 87 for Tampa, Montreal. Florida 89 looks to be the best team in the league. Wow. Yeah, the 88, 87. I mean, whatever. It's not bad. Okay, we'll continue on here with our Florida Panthers. CPU trades off again for these fantasy drafts. We just want straight up to be as equal as possible. That should be it. You know what? We're gonna do our wheel spin now. That might have gave it away. Maybe it didn't. Let's hop back over to a wheel spin. All right, let's open up our wheel spin to see which fantasy draft we're gonna be doing for our very first one. Get to this main wheel here. Hit the spin. Just give me something sensible. Don't give me the wheel punishment off the hop. We should be good. We are going to be doing 30 years and above. So age 30 and above. So we're going to hide that one. It's not there anymore. Again, as this goes on, the more wheel of bad we don't get, the more likely we are to get a wheel of bad. So let's hide that and jump back over to gameplay here. You know what? I think I can remember. No, I probably won't remember that it's 30 plus. Yeah, I will. I'll remember 30 plus. Let's open up our draft pick wheel as well. Might as well do it since we're here. Draft pick. Again, I was thinking about switching this one up every time, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep it, and you can just get a random pick. So we're gonna be picking 9th overall. Ninth. We're gonna be picking 9th, and we have to do 30 plus. So head coach edit line stays off. There we go. That's our wheels. So only thing on right now is fantasy draft fog award. Fog award doesn't really matter. You know what? I'll just turn it off. So the only thing that should be on is our salary cap. Our fantasy draft. Definitely don't want salary cap. Again, it makes it gives the CPU an unfair advantage because they won't follow it. Or I could really not follow it and then give myself a unfair advantage. But either way, we should be all good here to hop in, start our career. And wow, we actually are pretty close to our 9, so we will switch with Nashville. They get bumped up a little bit. Yeah, again, we'll have a quick look and see who's the highest picked player this year. So it's Quinn Hughes over Connor McDavid. That is stunning. Hughes, McDavid, Draisaitl, Makar, Bedard, which again he has that franchise medium. Then Matthews, wow, Kaprizov, Eichel. I wonder who's going to be the best 30. There we go. Oh, so it is 30 plus. So McKinnon counts. Wow. We are going to take Nathan McKinnon with our first. I do like the new color, at least for the the center, left wing, right wing thing down at the bottom there. Yeah, kind of a no-brainer. It's one of these two guys. They're both 30 plus. We might end up with a really good team because. Probably not. Well, we'll see. If Crosby will still be there next round. Probably not, but yeah, let's just have a look at the first round. There we go. Rare achievement. Welcome to it. First pick that we've ever made here. McKinnon past Kucherov. Wow. Barkov, Hughes, Reinhart, Kachuk, Rantanen. I don't see Sidney Crosby yet. I don't like this either. I think Nylander should go above him. Okay, that's the first round. Wow. Shesterkin, the only goalie picked, I think. I didn't see anyone else. Or unless I'm just losing it. Vasilevsky. And Hellebuck. Okay, so yeah, I really am losing it. Let's make our next pick. Ivan Demidov goes, wow, high elite 85 overall. Sidney Crosby goes to the Flyers. Let's make our next pick. And 30 plus. Oh, man. This is actually a hard choice. Ovi... Yeah, we have a pretty quick pick again. Maybe Ovi will still be there. Let's take Josh Morrissey. And I just have to remember 30 and above. Ovi's still there. Miller is still there too. Oh, call me crazy. No, I'm taking Ovechkin. Yeah, no, I'm not. Don't call me anything. I'm taking Ovi. Marchand's still there. Malkin's still there. Bob is still there. If it's not Bob, Saros is there. Allmark is there. We don't need a goalie yet. We definitely don't need a goalie yet. Unless for some reason they've made goalies, absolutely cracked this year and they're like the most important thing. Usually they don't matter. So I'm going Marchand. He's the highest available. Highest overall. This actually seems to be quicker than last year. Malkin's still there. Kopitar's still there. We have Doughty, Carlson. Like basically everyone here is above the age range we need. Let's go. This is hard. It's yeah. You know what? He has 3 X factors. We'll take Kopi. It's a pretty good 1-2 punch. Maybe McKinnon plays on the wing and he plays up. Let's take Drew Doughty. Again, salary cap's off. It doesn't matter. Everyone else has salary cap off. They can go, make a $200 million team. I mean, he's still there. Do we risk it out that he'll still be there? Would love to get a right winger as well. Zuccarello's there. Let's take Malkin. He's the highest overall. And then hopefully one of those really good guys. Ekholm is still there. I'm stumbling over my words. Ekholm and Zuccarello. Let's take Ekholm, actually. And Zuccarello might still be there because of that no-move clause. What are the chances? Zuccarello is still there. There we go. We finally get a right winger. And if Patty Kane is still there next, we're taking him. We're just flying through this draft. 30-plus is easy because they're all at the top. Yeah, we'll take Patty Kane as well. If we have him and McKinnon on the same line, maybe, pretty stacked. We have 3 defensemen. We have our first 2 lines plus 1 more. Letang is there. Goalies, the overalls are dropping pretty quick. Let's go John Gibson. Let's give him a chance here. I know Talbot's another overall higher, but what the hell? Let's go Gibson. And yeah, Letang is still there, so we don't even need to be concerned about it. I know I should maybe be paying a little attention to left shot, right shot defenseman, but I'm just excited to get into it. Again, like I said, I know people like to complain about these games, but I enjoy them. I enjoy it every year, especially at the beginning of the year. Again, it was a little concerning when the menus were identical, where it literally wasn't changed. But again, if there's going to be something they're not going to change, I'd rather it be the menus than, like, the actual game itself. McDonough's up there. You know what? Let's just have a stack decor. Some of those guys will still probably be there. It looks like teams are already starting to go with some younger players. Who do we want next? I wouldn't mind getting another right winger. Gus is right there. We'll probably leave goalie till dead last. I mean, it's a backup. It doesn't really matter. As long as I haven't picked anyone that is under 30, if I do that, then I'll get a punishment. Maybe, no, I won't spin the wheel. I'll just, whoever was, like, drafted last on the team or something like that when I do the auto draft, I'll take them on the team. We could take Brent Burns and just finish off that defense core. Like, the defense core is going to be pretty sick. There was... I think he's gone now. Lowry was still there. Let's just take Brent Burns. Again, I'm cruising through this one. And it's nice because the menus seem to be a lot quicker. Usually there's always that slowdown after after it's done. If you go over the, the 4, 4, 4, 6, and 2. If you go over that, then it gets major slowdown. Jordan Stahl for then. Oh, let's see. Actually, let's have a look. Nick Dowd, defensive. You know what? His faceoffs aren't as good, but I'm gonna take Dowd. He has better defensive category. Hopefully, Foligno's still there. If he is, I'm just grabbing him. No thoughts, and he appears not to be. No, he was 83. Okay. Again, I'm just cruising through this. I hope I haven't picked anyone under 30 because I honestly haven't been paying that well of attention. It's just I see the names and I don't even think about it because I just assume they're all over 30 because they've, been in the NHL for a long time. Okay, so how many picks left? Did we just have just this and then a goalie? So a right winger ideally, and then maybe we don't go with an actual right winger. I mean, Riley Smith, but on a fourth line, maybe not. You know what? Let's just take Jordan Stahl. Maybe he does play center and Dowd bumps over to the wing. I don't think that's a big deal. But yeah, let's take our goalie, and then we'll make a couple extra picks, just, you know, nothing picks. You know what? Quick is still in the game at 39 years old. You know what? Let's just sort by age. Whoever's the oldest. Carey Price is there. I do have a Carey Price jersey over there. I could get that one out and take him, but 70 overall doesn't make sense. He's LTIR. We'll take Johnny Quick here. So that should end the team again. So let's make one more pick, and let's just go sort by this. We'll get a rookie. Oh, if I had known Tejas, I completely forgot he's back in the game now. Jordan Dumais. Okay, so we take another pick after, and let's see how slow it is. So there is a noticeable slowdown. Again, it is you make those first picks, but after that, yeah, there was a noticeable slowdown. Either way, same entire draft. We don't need any more. Hopefully, I didn't screw up along the way there, and everyone. That was quick though. I saw some people posting about how the menus were still slow, but I mean, I haven't seen it yet. So there's our team. We are getting some slowdown here, but again, it is still new release. Okay, menu list navigation looks to be exactly the same as last year. Same up to the regular season. Oh, Paul Maurice, get our coach conversation. Again, it looks like a lot of this is the exact same season goal. Compete for the cup. That's a good sign off the hop here. Preseason. We have an older team, so let's go to get a little bit more boot speed here and endurance. You know, getting old. You know, not quite pumping at that same level. We have Ovi there. We're not going to do it. I wish I could just turn trades off completely. Like, you can turn off computer trades, but you can't just turn them off completely. I honestly wish you could just do that. Either way, let's have a look at our lines here. We can edit our lines. Again, you know what? I'll give it away. One of the punishments is head coach edit lines. Edit lines. God. Yeah, I'm just cruising through here. Don't want you on. Edit lines and strategies. Okay, so these new X Factors are a little different. I don't know exactly what they are. So, Elite, All-Star. Okay, so there's different levels to them here. 1T, Pressure Plus, and Unstoppable. I mean, that makes sense for Ovi. So, here's our first line. Ovi, McKinnon, Zuccarello. Insane. Marchand, Malkin, Patty Kane. Also insane. I think I'm gonna change this. You know, I might even change that. That works for me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the team like this. Like, Kopitar down there is a little crazy, but yeah, whatever. Third line center, best third line center in the league probably. Morrissey is definitely getting onto the first line. McDonough, you can go down. Let's see if we can get a little bit more chemistry here. Doesn't look like it. And last off, goalies, Gibson Quick, scratched. Dumais and them will go to Rasmus. We'll send them down so they can at least play, I guess. Ovi, 40, 30, 38, 37, 39, 36, 33, 38, 34, 35, 37, 36. So, okay, we're good on there. Also, it is crazy. Yeah, McKinnon just turned 30 a few days ago, I think. By the time this game came out, it's not that long ago. 30, 35, 35, 38, 36, 40. And, I mean, goalies, I don't even need to look. I mean, well, we'll do it just to be sure. 32, 39. Gibson's actually closer than I thought to being, 30 or under. 29, I guess, or under. Yeah, let's see. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm still going to sim straight to the deadline here. I'll try and be as on the ball as I can for when trade pop-ups or waiver pop-ups come up to just stop them. And we will see how long it takes. Let's see to get through the full sim here. Let's see. Simulate up to this day and start. Because again, the menus, some of that's been pretty slow. Again, this stuff's going to slow it down at the start. Now I'm just going to decline it all. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long it actually takes to get through a sim. It used to take a long time last year. There seems to be a lot of waivers, even more than last year. And last year had more than most too. But we'll see how long it takes to get through. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this whole thing. So I'm just going to cut here. And when we pick back up, we'll be at the deadline. No trades at the deadline, but we'll have a hop in and have a look and see what it looks like. We'll see you guys at the deadline. This is where we stand. 3:30. There was a lot of trades around around Christmas. So that did slow it down a bit, but again, like I said, I was on the ball. I was, finger hovering over the button the whole time, just clicking it as soon as it popped up. Again, like I said, that was probably the slowest that I've been because I was trying to do two things at once. But to send out the deadline about 3 minutes, let's say 45 seconds, which I feel like it's not too bad. We'll have a look at the team. The team is, I'm pretty sure, first in the league. If they're not, I'll be stunned. But yeah, we seem to be humming along pretty nicely here. Ovi, 37-32. What's that? 69 points. McKinnon has 78 points, and Zuccarello up there with 66 points. 61, 44, and 43. Not the best. Let's see how Kopitar is. He is at 45, so he probably does deserve to be bumped up a bit. Even, that many points out of the third line fourth line, is pretty impressive. Defenseman, Morrissey at 54. Maybe in contention for the Norris. Who knows? Wow, even Drew Doughty is at 44 points. This quick math is pretty impressive. Crystal Tang, not bad. Looks to be some weakness there on that middle pairing defense. They are the only pairing that has a minus. And yeah, Brent Burns, 19 points. I can't be upset with the team. And let's have a look at our goalies. Maybe there is something to be upset about. 52 games, 34 wins, 1 shutout, 904, 297. I can't be upset about that. And Jonathan Quick, 13 games, 9 wins, 926, 217. Yeah, at 40 years old now. Wow. That's all I can say as well. We'll have a quick look entire league. Where is Stats Central? I'm going to try and be better at knowing where these menus are this year, because last year I was, right up until the end, I was pretty horrible at it. Yeah, entire league. So Kucherov leads the way. It was the other guy we could have picked, but again, a 10-point separation. I'm not too upset about. They have Kucherov. Do they have someone else there? Big name, and they have Robertson. So we have Ovi. Michkov is up there, 71 points. Wow. And again, in this game, another issue is Connor McDavid down there, point per game. Like him and Brock Nelson have the same output. Rasmus Dahlin has more points than Connor McDavid. Brady Tkachuk has more points than Connor McDavid. Logan Cooley, even Matthew Nyes. Again, I'm not crapping on these players because they're good players, but Connor McDavid should have more points than them. Draisaitl leads the way in goals. Let's just have a look at just defensemen. I'm guessing Dahlin. I think he was... No, so Makar was above Dahlin, Morrissey, so it won't... maybe. If EA still really loves plus-minus, Morrissey might have a shot at it. Let's go to goalies. Goalies, we have a... John Gibson for us. Yeah, but a 904 and a 297. Ringer's going off on my phone. Let's turn that down. Right now, I'd say Demko's leading the way there for the Vezina. Stolarz is the only other one that's close, which honestly, he might be leading the way. Actually, 927 and a 242. It's just there's a lot of goalies that are doing fairly well here. I will have a look at rookies just because I don't even really know the rookie class there this year. Demidov, Leonard, Lekramacky, Nikishin, Lambert. Yeah, Ivan Demidov, I think, is pretty well who everyone expects to be, one of the best. And then I'll just check if there's any rookie goalies. Askarov on the Penguins. I have a buddy that's a huge Pens fan, and this is exactly who he's wanted them to pick up for a while. Dobish is there. He has great numbers, honestly, for a backup. And Merolainen. Yeah, centers drafted. Wow, only 158 pounds. 913, 282. Pretty good. Maybe if we go looking into if we get a light draft, maybe we'll pick him. Okay, that's it for stats for there, and yeah, we'll just jump to have a quick look at the entire league, see who's leading the way. It doesn't really matter, but all that matters right there is number 1, Florida Panthers. Again, it hurts me because I'm, again, a Leafs fan, but in this case, I want the Florida Panthers to win the cup. Please don't clip that and send it back to me, but Yeah, let's advance a day, go into the deadline, have a look at who the unlucky fellows are that are, up on the chopping block at this year's game. Let's see if maybe it's any different. So far, this game has been carbon copy NHL 25 with a few different colors. Will be a buyer. Enter trade deadline. I'm not going to make any trades, but I'll have a quick look. Trocheck, Tuck, Terry, Carlo, Barbashev, Truba, Marchment, Stolars, Talbot, and Fowler. I don't feel like any of these guys were normally at the top of the deadline last year. So, I mean, at least there's a little bit of an update in the game. But again, that's just AI. So if you adjusted the overalls of these players, probably would have did this in 25 as well. Let's sim right up to the end of the season. Now, with no pop-ups, no nothing, this is where it should be pretty fast. Like, this should be less than a minute to finish off the season. Do the same thing again. Simulate up to this day. 3, 2, 1, go. Getting down to the wire here. I said it should be under a minute. We're going to be damn close. 55. Oh, come on. NHL 26. You're letting me down here. We passed the minute mark. So to sim the rest of the season, we're going to be hitting minute and 6 seconds. So not too bad. Again, if to do a full sim through, if the first one was, like less than 4 minutes, this one was a little over 1. So, whatever. Call it even 5 minutes to sim through a full season. I mean, I'm not going to be upset about sitting here for 5 minutes. It's pretty good. So we end the season 55, 22, and 5. Definitely good enough for the President's Trophy. Let's have a look at all our players. McKinnon and Ovi lead the way, 96 points, 92 points, stat section. So again, we know McKinnon, 96, 92, 85. That first line was just sick. And then Marchand is leading the way in the second line there, and then Morrissey, Kane, Malkin, Kopitar. I mean, it's exactly to be expected. Like, if you gave me all the players, I honestly would probably order it in just about this way. Maybe Morrissey down a little bit more, but yeah, it's pretty well exactly how I would order all the players here. And then let's have a look at our goalies. We'll look at entire league goalies. Gibson ends 46 wins, a 907 to 288. Quickie dropped off quite a bit, 904 and a 289, and 9 wins to end the year. But yeah, pretty good. Gibson could have mixed in a few more shutouts maybe, but I'll take it. Let's go up to entire league. And I'm trying to up the pace of the videos this year. I find usually I'm a little too, slow talking and kind of Eeyore-esque, but I'm, trying to be a bit more upbeat this year. After Gibson, Gibson has 46. Looks like who was it that was doing really well? Stolars. He's kind of he's still pretty good, but he was, I guess, just couldn't get goal support there. Looking at this, I'm gonna say they give the Vezina to Demko. I don't think we get it. Yeah, I think Demko's gonna get the Vezina here. Unfortunately, he has more shutouts, better GAA, better save percentage, and then yeah, only 6 less wins. Let's have a look at forwards. Yeah, let's have a look at all skaters. All skaters. Kucherov ends the year at the top. Johnson, Draisaitl, Connor, Robertson, McKinnon drops down the list a little bit. Ovechkin stays right around where he was. I mean, that's impressive from Michkov. And let's do the McDavid check. McDavid, he does end over point per game, but again, 85 points for McDavid. That's a bad year. That's a really bad year. And then goal scoring, also Kucherov. He's going to clean up at awards. Let's have a look at defenseman. Defenseman is, wow, Dahlin overtakes Makar, but I mean, 10 points behind and plus 41. You know what? I'm going to say it. I think Morrissey is going to win the Norris, and I'd be quite happy with that. Josh Norrissey, as they like to call him in Winnipeg here. Let's have a look at entire league. We know we won the President's Trophy, but yeah, us, Colorado, I know that's what it was before. We lead in wins. I mean, Utah is bad. 57 points. Yeah, that's San Jose. Even in a fantasy draft, they can't help themselves. Okay, that's that. Let's sim a day here and get to the playoffs. Again, I'm doing it the same way I did it last year. Nothing fancy. We're just going to go to calendar here. We're playing the Leafs in the first round. It's, again, going to crush my heart. Can't catch a break. They hit me with the Marner on the opening screen when he's not even on the... Try not to swear too much. Not even on the godforsaken team. And Now they give me the Leafs in the first round, and I'm the Florida Panthers. Let's see. First 3 games. 8-6 win, 5-3 win. 6-2 win. Might as well just finish the sweep. Get the broom out. Did I jinx it? I did not. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, typical Leafs fashion. Choke, choke, choke. Story as old as time. Let's get up to the second round. Again, if we get to an elimination game, I'll do the quick, like the full sim. But yeah, not for the first, you know, at least until we're on the brink of elimination here. Next round, Buffalo. I wouldn't mind seeing Buffalo make it back to the playoffs. I mean, it is still kind of embarrassing that I think Buffalo has more playoff series wins than the Leafs in the past, like 20 years or something. So maybe, you know what? Maybe I just want them to keep suffering. But let's see. Can we close them out in 6? We cannot. Game 7 elimination. We get our first sim of the year. Let's see if it's any different. And it is not. Again, this game looks to be, you know, the exact same. The colors might be updated a little bit, but other than that, game's the same. So we're down. Oh, Oliver Bach. I don't even know. A shorthanded goal, nonetheless. It is interesting to me that up in the top corner, like right straight up above here, right above the Florida logo, it just keeps saving. Oh, I've just simmed the period. Ovi and Nyquist. Wrong button pressed. Let's continue. We give them a power play early on. They don't convert, thank God. We are leading them in shots, but shots don't matter. We need goals. We get a power play. That's a huge one that we can't convert on. 32 shots. We're over 10. Beating them by over 10 in shots. Is this thing going to go to overtime, or can I jinx it? Overtime. Let's run it out. We give them a power. Oh, that would have been a scary one. We get a power play. Someone has to score soon. Like, this is... I didn't even see who it was. I looked away. And we pull off Chris Letang, of all people, on Stolars, who I said kind of fell apart at the end of the year. 3 stars. Chris Letang has to have it. Gibson, great. Wow. Okay. We're moving on. We're in the conference finals. There's no way. I think it took me like... It took me a long time last year to finally win a cup. We get the Battle of Florida. And if I... Again, I don't expect it right now. But if I can manage to win a cup in the very first sim of the year, I'll be stunned. We're 1 game away from the Stanley Cup final. Here we are. Wow. I mean, I knew this team was good, but... Did I think we would win the cup in the first season? There's no way. Is there? Win? Oh my God. There's no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Let's sim the game. If we're going to win the cup, I guess we'll see if there's a new celebration, if they've changed that. Didn't think we'd see it this earlier in the year. Ovechkin scores early in the game. Wow, guys. McKinnon scores on the power play. I'm dumbfounded. I'm shocked. I don't even have words. You know what? The rest of this period. Let's sim the next period. 4-0. Okay. We'll let it go. When there's like a minute left, we'll hop in. You can watch me play a few seconds on rookie here. See maybe if I can score a goal. See if the controls are any different. See if those new, you know, maybe it is a little bit more realistic this year. But 4-0, I think it's safe to say we are going to win the Stanley Cup in the very first sim of the year. Wow. Let's see by chance. Keep our jerseys. Do they have their new... No, they just came out, so they won't have them. Give them their homes. Or, sorry. What? Yeah, there we go. I think that glitched out. I don't think my brain did. Start game. Yeah, guys. first draft of the year. So this team is going to be a competitor for winning this whole tournament. Again, I explained it in my previous thing. Oh, the X Factor pops up there. The quick draw. He does win it. Oh, this game feels slower than last year, I will say. Again, I don't play a whole lot, and if I do, usually it's hot, but, and there's a goal. Okay, so, the old, backhand, forehand still works. Gustav Nyquist, I don't think he's going to have any effect on the Conn Smythe. Celebrini's on this team. Let's get McKinnon and win it back. So I can't win a face-off this year so far, but let's just try and kill out the clock here. Yeah, again, this was one of the things from last year that I do like. You know, that you can just do, you know, hotkeys for passing, and of course I'll ice it now, make more time on this video. I will say it looks a little. I'm just looking at my recording screen off to this side here. It look. Yeah, you can't help yourself. Hey, just things can't be perfect. I get it. It's early release though, so I won't say anything about these floating people, and you know, seeing into the ether down there. But yeah, McKinnon and Ovi. As long as, you know what, as long as I don't give any of them a points, shouldn't affect our the Conn Smythe voting here. So let's win it back. I can't win a face-off. Oh, Jonathan. No. Jonathan Tays. That's Devontae's defense. So let's just kill out the clock here. See if there's... That was one of the things that was supposed to be changed, was the hitting to be a little bit more realistic. Oh, Morrissey. Oh, don't break the shutout for Gibson. I wouldn't play the puck. Again, sorry, I was trying to say... It looks a little choppy just watching it on my my gameplay here for the recording. On my actual game that I'm playing, it's smooth. It's not choppy in the slightest. There we are. Wow, guys. Let's turn up the gameplay audio a little bit. Let's listen to Stanley Cup. So far, animation is exactly the same, but yeah, I'm stunned. We get the back-to-back, I guess, Stanley Cup champions. I can't hear the audio because I don't like to wear headphones while I'm playing, and I don't have them plugged in, so... You know what? Let's grab it. You know what? In the event that it screws up for you guys, I can listen to that. Wow, like I said, it took me till like February last year. Ovi gets the Conn Smythe. Look how old he is. He has to retire after this season. There's no way. Yeah, we'll go into our edit lines. We'll have a look at what this team was, and then we'll save that because, yeah, again, this team is an early competitor for the best team that I'm gonna make in a fantasy draft in NHL 26. The best part is that I literally started the game with you guys. I didn't open this up without you, so you know that I didn't fudge this at all. This is legit. This is the first fantasy draft I've done in NHL 26, and you're looking at it right now. That's Nathan McKinnon lifting the Stanley Cup for our team, the Florida Panthers. Stunned. I almost don't like this because it makes me feel like maybe the sim is going to be way easier this year. Got to give it to Ovi. Gotta give it to Ovi. 40, I think he'd be 41 now by the time this pup is being raised.
And it's the Conn Smythe winner's turn to get the
guys,
cup.
it's stunning.
No one's more deserving than him.
I don't even have words for him. You know, he's thinking confetti's the right color. So far, nothing's been different. I'm sure that even the... I mean, I'm a big Marchand fan. I'll give it to him next. Oh, and that was another possibility for jerseys, just looking at some of the players on the team here that, I mean, I actually do have jerseys for Ovi, McKinnon, Marshy. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else on this team that I have one for. None of these guys, I'll tell you that for sure. Let's give it to John Gibson. He's waited a long time to even get back to the playoffs. And who did he sign with this year? Get traded to the Red Wings? Maybe I'm losing it. I know John Gibson did get traded. He's gone elsewhere, so maybe he'll get back to the playoffs, or maybe Anaheim will get back to the playoffs and he'll continue his streak of not being there. Yeah, but again, everything so far looks the same. The faces, like doesn't look like they've improved any. All this looks the same. Brent Burns back there with the man bun. Ekholm down there. Might have an Ekholm. I don't think so. I mean, McKinnon's face looks horrible. Even Marchand's face looks... honestly... Okay, this is new. There we go, in the dressing room. It looks like a minor hockey dressing room, not quite an NHL. I mean, it is in the weight room, so maybe. That's pretty cool. Marchand looked like he was about 6'3", which is not the case. I think we're actually going to have our names on the cup. Or sorry, I know we get the names on the cup, but I think it's supposed to update this year for real. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe it looks a little bit better, but again, I know I know last year it didn't matter what year you were in, it was just still showing the last one in real life there. So there it is, 24-25. Seth Jones, Luis Ryan, just Matthew Chuck right at the bottom there. But yeah, there you go. It'd be nice if they filled it out, even if they made some names up. Filled it out with the AHL guys something, just to make it look more like a real cup-winning team. But even throw a misspell in there, because it's always fun with the misspellings. Let's finish this game, guys. I'm stunned. We've won a Stanley Cup in the first season. We'll have a look at our stats for the end of the year. I'll have a look at the awards. First thing I'm gonna do before I forget, go back to edit line so I can make sure I have these saved. Let's do a quick cut, and I'll take some pictures with my phone. You guys don't need to watch me taking pictures on my phone here. The only thing, I guess, when whatever, I'll talk through it. The only thing is when I do that tournament at the end of the year, obviously I won't be able to edit the lines for every single team, so the head coach will get to edit lines. So at least for this one, I didn't change too much. Just double check my photos are good. There we go. So yeah, a Stanley Cup in season 1 of NHL 26. Kind of stunning. Let's advance day. We'll get the pop up here. Maybe the AHL playoffs aren't done. There you go. Florida Panthers, Utica Comets. We won the Stanley Cup in year 1. Let's go Stat Central. Let's see. I'm stunned. Honestly, I am stunned. I can't believe that we actually managed to win a Stanley Cup, President's Trophy. Then obviously those two we don't. Individual should be a bit of a Kucherov cleanup here. Kucherov with the Art Hart combo. Norris does go to Morrissey, so I was right on that. Lady Bing also to Kucherov. I don't think that would ever happen in real life. Calder does go to Demonov, obviously. Conn Smythe to Ovi. Stolar. I feel like that's a glitch. Stolars does get the Vezina. Maybe they voted at the midway point of the year. He gets the Jennings. Okay, so maybe he deserved it a little bit. You know what? I kind of like that one. Kid makes it to the NHL, after his mom passes and gets the master. This one actually makes sense. That's pretty good by EA. I think that's a good one. I feel like they must have programmed that in there, and it's not just a fluke. If it is a fluke, then wow, yeah, kid deserves it. Jack Adams, Lindy Ruff on Buffalo if they get back to the playoffs. Selke goes to Crosby. I know there's my buddy that's a Pens fan. He's always at the saying that Crosby deserves a Selke. There he is. Ted Lindsay also to him. Maurice Richard, Art Ross, Hart. Yeah, we already seen it. Let's have a look at the playoff tree. We'll see our path there. We'll see Seattle's there. So us, we go through the Leafs in 4, Buffalo in 7. That was our hardest opponent. Tampa in 5, and then Seattle in 4. Like, we 2 sweeps, a 7-game nail biter that went to overtime as well. Yeah, Buffalo, you're gonna be kicking yourselves for that one. Seattle, they will go from the start. They go through Colorado, then the Jets, then the Golden Knights to make it to the finals for us and forget to show up. And I think they do that biggest loser thing. So Seattle lost to us, Vegas lost to them, Blues lost to Vegas, and Anaheim lost to St. Louis. So your biggest loser of the Stanley Cup Finals here is the Anaheim Ducks. Well, there you have it. I don't think there's anything. Oh, I guess we can look at stats for the playoffs. Player stats. Yeah, 27, 27, 24. Zuccarello did drop off a little bit. Marchand picked up the weight there. Morrissey slowed down a bit in the playoffs here as well. But I mean, Morrissey, Letang, and Doughty all right there. And then our goalies, Gibson must have stepped up a bit. He did. He improved on that. I mean 16-4-0 is pretty impressive for a goalie. He had 4 losses through the entire playoffs, and 3 of those were in one series. 9-13 to 2-6-8. Not going to be upset about that. Let's see. Entire league. And we get to 16. We get to 12. Darcy Kemper was against us there, but Bobrovsky played well, but his team didn't get the goals for him. Have a look at all skaters here. All skaters, yeah, McKinnon, Ovi, Marchand, Zuccarello. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say our team did pretty well. And again, we only played 20 games because we did so well. And Michkov, I mean, that's pretty outstanding for him. 19 points, 15 games. He definitely showed up. Either way, guys, that's going to do it for Fantasy Draft number 1. Again, I'll just touch on it briefly. I have the wheel. You saw the wheel where we picked how we were going to do this draft. 32 different drafts. We're going to do it. We'll take every single one of those teams. So, like, this will be the Florida Panthers in that last tournament. We'll sub them all in and go from there. We'll again, I'm stunned. This team, again, is right off the hop, is a good candidate for our best fantasy draft team of the year, most likely. Yeah, I'll probably make another video after this. I might, do my opening of Hot. Do maybe even just a quick look through this. Maybe do a little bit of Beer Pro. Maybe I'll make an hour-long video that just goes through all of NHL 26 if there's anything different here. Either way, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be making content all year. I'm going to really try and stick to doing it at least 2 videos a week. Again, I have a job. This is not my job, obviously. So again, and I have 2 kids. Can't always promise that everything's going to be on a schedule or it's going to always be out when I say it's going to be out, but that's a lie. If I tell you something's going to come out, it's going to come out. But yeah, either way, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. First fantasy draft of NHL 26, and we win a Stanley Cup. Honestly, kind of shocking. And it was the Florida Panthers, of all teams, back-to-back-to-back. Back-to-back-to-back-to-back Stanley Cup finals for them. 3 wins in a row. There you have it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.